You look up at the night sky and it feels perfectly calm. But somewhere in that quiet dark sits the closest black hole we have ever found. It is close, closer than you think. It makes no sound, it shines no light. You cannot see it. Nothing escapes it. It hides in plain sight. Yet we found it. Its name is Gaia BH1. It sits about 1,560 light years away. That sounds far, and it is. But in a galaxy 100,000 light years wide, it is right next door. It rests in the direction of a constellation called Ophiuchus, and for now, it holds a quiet record. It is the nearest black hole ever confirmed. So what actually is a black hole? Start with something simple: gravity. Every object with mass pulls on the space around it. The Earth is pulling you down right now. The more mass you pack into a space, the stronger that pull becomes. Now imagine crushing a huge amount of mass into a tiny point. The pull grows and grows. Eventually, it becomes so strong that nothing can move fast enough to leave. Not a rocket, not a signal, not even light. That is a black hole. It is not a hole in the way you might picture. It is a region where gravity has completely taken over. Around it lies an invisible boundary. Scientists call it the event horizon. Think of it as a point of no return. Cross it, and there is no coming back. To escape, you would need to travel faster than light, and nothing in the universe can do that. So the black hole stays dark. It reflects nothing. It gives off nothing, which leaves an obvious problem. If it emits no light, how do you ever find one? This is where Gaia BH1 gets clever. You stop looking for the black hole itself. You look for what it does to everything nearby. And Gaia BH1 has a neighbor, a star. A star remarkably like our own sun. That star is not alone. It is locked in orbit around the black hole. The two circle a shared center, like two ends of a spinning baton. But you only ever see one end. The star is bright. Its partner is invisible. So the star appears to wobble. It drifts one way, then the other, tracing a slow loop across the sky. Something unseen is tugging on it. Something heavy. To measure that tiny wobble, astronomers used a spacecraft named Gaia. Gaia was a space telescope built by the European Space Agency. It spent years mapping the exact positions of over 1 billion stars. It watched how they drifted year after year. And in that ocean of motion, one star stood out. Its path curved around empty space. A team led by astronomer Karim El-Badri took a closer look. They followed up with powerful telescopes on the ground. They used the 6.5-meter Magellan-Baud telescope in Chile. They used the Gemini North telescope in Hawaii. They measured the star's speed as it swung around its unseen partner. And the numbers only fit one answer. The invisible object weighed about 10 times as much as the sun, yet it gave off no light at all. An object that heavy, that dark, can only be one thing: a black hole. But this one behaves differently from the ones in most stories. In films, black holes roar. They tear stars apart and blaze with radiation. Gaia BH1 does none of that. It is what scientists call dormant. Dormant simply means quiet, sleeping, not feeding. A feeding black hole pulls gas away from a nearby star. That gas spirals inward and heats up. It forms a glowing ring called an accretion disk. The disk gets so hot it blazes in X-rays. That is how most black holes were first spotted. But Gaia BH1 is not eating anything. Its companion star sits too far away to lose its gas. So there is no glowing disk, no burst of X-rays, just silence. That silence is exactly why it stayed hidden for so long. And it hints at something much bigger. If the quiet ones are this hard to see, there may be many more. Millions of dark, silent black holes could be drifting through our galaxy. We simply have not spotted them yet. Gaia BH1 was just the first of its kind to be caught. Then came its relatives. A second quiet black hole turned up, called Gaia BH2. It sits farther away, around 3,800 light-years. Then a third appeared, Gaia BH3, found by a team led by astronomer Pasquale Panuzzo. This one is a giant among star-sized black holes, about 33 times the mass of the Sun. It sits roughly 2,000 light-years from here. Each one was found the very same way, by watching a star dance around nothing. Now let us put the sizes in perspective. Gaia BH1 is a stellar mass black hole. That means it holds the mass of a single large star. But black holes come far, far bigger. At the center of our galaxy sits a true giant. It is called Sagittarius A star. It weighs more than 4 million suns. Astronomers found it by tracking stars whipping around the galactic core. One star, called S2, races around it in a tight loop. Its blistering speed reveals the mass hiding at the center. Compared to that, Gaia BH1 is tiny. But it is close. And closeness is what makes it special. So here comes the question everyone asks. Is it dangerous? The honest answer is no, not even slightly. And this is the part that surprises most people. A black hole is not a cosmic vacuum cleaner. It does not roam the galaxy swallowing everything in its path. Its gravity only behaves strangely very close to it. From far away, it pulls exactly like any object of the same mass. Try a quick thought experiment. Imagine the Sun was suddenly swapped for a black hole of equal mass. It sounds like the end of the world, but the Earth's orbit would not change at all. We would still trace the exact same path. The pull from this distance would be identical. We would lose the light and the warmth, of course. But nothing would reach out and grab us. Gravity does not care whether the mass is a star or a black hole. It only cares how much mass there is and how far away you stand. And Gaia BH1 stands very, very far. So far that no spacecraft could reach it in a human lifetime. Our fastest probe, Voyager 1, would need millions of years to arrive. It is a neighbor in name only. Now look back up at that calm night sky. The same gravity holding you to your chair is the same force at work inside this black hole. It is not some rare or alien power. It is the ordinary pull you feel every single second. Taken to an extreme almost too strange to picture. And here is one last thing to sit with. That companion star is over 1,500 light-years away. Its light took over 1,500 years to reach your eyes. So when we study it, we are looking into the past. We are watching a star as it appeared long before you were born. Still circling something we still cannot see. You looked up and the sky felt perfectly calm. Now you know what waits in the quiet dark.